the last step in this task of assignment of absolute configurations RNS is to view the molecule so that the lowest priority group is actually at the back or at the rear. Remember, carbon has 4 groups. It's bonded to 4 different groups. We now know how to assign priorities based on atomic number. We look at the first point of attachment, we look at the atomic numbers, and of course groups with the higher atomic number at the first point or the first atom should be given higher priority. So we assign them in the order 4, 3, 2, 1 or 1, 2, 3, 4. The lowest priority group, which is number 4, should be, if you like, placed at the back, or the molecule, if you like, should be viewed so that the lowest priority group is at the rear or at the back. So that's step number 5, is to view the structure so that lowest priority group is at the back, if you like, or at the rear. It's like away from the viewer, something like that. Now, in this may not be straightforward. Sometimes this is an easy task, sometimes it's not straightforward, so we have to exercise care or vigilance. And remember the way tetrahedral structures are drawn. There is always 2 bonds which are on the plane and 2 bonds which are outside the plane. And of course, as shown by this model, if you assume that the blue bond is on the plane, the green bond is on the plane, this is, of course, has to be outside the plane with respect to you as a viewer. It's actually towards you as a viewer. This is outside the plane, but it's at the rear or at the back, if you like, or it's away from you as a viewer. So this is like the plane of this model. So the blue and the green bonds fall on the plane, whereas the red and the yellow are outside the plane. This is outside the plane to the front with respect to you as a viewer, and the yellow one is outside the plane at the rear or at the back with respect to you as a viewer. So that's why this bond is shown as heavy wedge line, and that's also why this bond, for example, is shown as a dashed line or a dotted line. So now, the lowest priority group can be anywhere. It can be on a solid line, if you like, or the lowest priority group can be represented to be on the plane, like this one or that one, or outside the plane. And of course, if it's outside the plane, is it outside the plane to the front or at the back? So there are different ways, if you like, or different representations, okay, or different views, if you like, which can have the lowest priority group basically anywhere. So the way they are treated is not actually fixed. They are not actually the same. We will take all of these cases. We'll take, for example, a case where the lowest priority group is on this line here, or it's pointed above on the plane up, for example. And another example where the lowest priority group is on the plane but to the right or to the left if you draw the mirror image of this, something like that, of course. Yeah. Okay, so something like this. So the lowest priority group, or group number 4, can be here, there or there, and of course there, and here. So the way, again, they are treated is different. In other words, if group number 4 is here, where do we look at? Well, we need to look at the structure so that group is away from us, so it's clear we need to look at it from the opposite side. We will take each of these cases separately coming up.